Well, there you have it, man. Tank Jones to the Oregon Ducks, man. Can't say I'm surprised based on all the reports that I seen the night before, but man, it's a letdown as an Alabama fan, but it's exciting to see a kid out of the state go to school. But man, Coach Sean, man, what is your thoughts about this one, man? Tank Jones to Oregon.
Hey man, Phil Knight wins again, right? Naeem Alford, Phil Knight wins again. Tank Jones. At the end of the day, man, we talked about this in length with NIL. We talked about what was NIL and what was not NIL. At the end of the day, man, it's hard to turn down what these kids are being offered. When you look at this kid being sneaky athletic, you look at this kid's frame already. The program he comes from, where he's well coached. This kid has 16 sacks, man. Is his junior year, 18 tackles for loss. Twitchy to be so big. Not a finished product by any stretch of the imagination. At the end of the day, man, you just got to give shout out to the young man's family. You got to give shout out to the young man's family, his coaches. Got to give a shout out to Oregon, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I'm saying? These, it ain't tricking if you got it. You know what I'm saying? And they definitely got it at Oregon. They definitely got it, man. When you talking about the deals these guys can offer a young man of that age, it's almost impossible to say no to. I know we as some people as older, grown people with mortgages and things of that nature, they don't understand. But when you 16, 17 years old and see what a university like Oregon can offer you to set you up for the future, to set your family up for the future, when you see how much and the depths of it and what come along with it, hey man, you can't be mad at the young man. Shout out to Tank, man, for doing what he got to do to secure what he need to secure. I've talked about this for almost over a year about the differences in this era of football and these collectives and what they're offering and these monies that's being if you can do it and it's legal, hey man, I ain't mad at nobody, right? The University of Alabama will live on, right? This is the game that you got to play. This is the game that you got to play. It's not for the weak at heart. And shout out to Tank and his family, man, and wish nothing but well for him in the future.
Coach Carl.
Yeah, Coach Sean, man, I think it's called legalized transpiring. So
X.
they legally can go ahead and get what they want to get, spend the money they want to spend,
Yep.
get the best players out of our state. Like Naheem Alford, you got Naheem Alford last year, the number one defensive player in our state. Now you got Tank Jones this year, number one defensive player in our state.
Facts.
So you're putting those two kids together with solidifying Oregon on the back end and on the front end. Like you said, 16 sacks, man. And if he played outside of the defensive scheme, he probably could have had 30.
Facts.
When he was playing inside the scheme, he's spilling like he's supposed to spill. If he bull rushed the dang tackle into the quarterback, he get more sacks, but he plays so well underneath the pass and know so well within the scheme, man. I can't be mad at Oregon for coming in here and dropping the bank. I mean, like, I'm just mad at the fact that we don't have a field night representing the University of Alabama.
That's fact.
Like that's the bigger thing that I'm so sad about. Like why the heck, man, we can't figure out how to get us a field night type of player, type of sponsor in the University of Alabama, man, because if we had that kind of money, all our kids would stay inside the state. We don't have to worry about them leaving in. We'll have a stranglehold on the South. We don't have to worry about kids from the South leaving, man. But Oregon reaching down South, man, putting kids because they can offer what we can't. I mean, you start talking about Nike. I mean, they can throw. Oregon can offer kids Nike contracts. Oregon can offer you a Jordan contract because they still own portion of Jordan brand. The Oregon can offer so much stuff, man, because of field night. So you can't be mad. I mean, kudos to Tank for taking advantage of the situation that he put himself in. God blessed him with the talent, but he put in the hard work in the locker room. He put in the hard work in the weight room. He put hard work in the film room, and then he came out there and put all that hard work that he did all years all the youth, and he just put it to work on the field, and it paid off for the kid. So, like I said, man, kudos to that kid. I hope he go out to Oregon and be successful. I'm not
Facts.
gonna hate on the kid because he's from the state of Alabama and he's a phenomenal young man. So I want him to have all the success in the world. But I do want Costa Pores and Dan Lanning them to drop the ball and not play in the first year and upset him. And then he come home to Alabama and get his shine on. So we'll lose the war. I mean, we'll lose the battle, but we'll win the war. So I'm hoping that being that today was a battle that we lost, and we get a chance to win the war, and he end up in the Crimson Tide uniform at some point in his career, and that'll be icing on the cake to a very very disappointing day in Alabama fans, and probably the most disappointing day in a long time for Alabama fans. We lost Naheem, but Naheem really wasn't. We really didn't care too much about losing Naheem because we had a bunch of other top tier DBs that actually came to the university last year. So we was already excited about those, and Naheem would have been icing on the cake. But we don't have a Tank Jones in this class. We don't have a Tank Jones in the class before. We didn't have a Tank Jones on the campus right now. We got solid defensive players, but we don't have that Tank Jones athleticism, kind of like a Harold Perkins type athleticism at that rush edge position right now. So it's really disheartening. But like I said, man, kudos to him. Props to his family. I hope everything works out well for him and his family. I know that he's got coming from a very, very, very good home. He go to a Christian school down there, so it can be about a bad that they sent, but I'm thinking that it's more like the heart. You know, he probably walking the path that God has set for him right now. So I just appreciate him being a stand up guy. He figured out what he was gonna do, and instead of him prolonged commitment on into the month of August, he just went ahead and got it done now. And I'm just happy for the kid, man. So sad for us as a fan base, but I'm happy for the kid as a person.
Yeah, and that's the same way I feel, man. Anytime somebody's from the crib, man, you try to support them, even though they don't go to your university that you want them to go to. Man, it's his life. We just happy that he chose somewhere. Thank God it's not Auburn, so it's always good for that too. And that's how I try to look at things. As long as it's not Auburn, it's always good. But
Yeah,
man,
Auburn, LSU, or Tennessee.
yeah, those two. So man, it's good, man. I about to say it's still a long time before December. Well, for early National Signing Day, so we still got the advantage in state to not saying not Oregon because they do have field night, but we can still be down there every day easily, man, to just recruit this kid, man. So just happy for him and his family. Congratulations on that, man. So that's definitely dope to just get a Nike contract, period, if that's the case. But just happy for him. But Coach Sean, what's your final thoughts?
I want people to understand that Eugene, Oregon is exactly 40 hours, a little over 2,600 miles away from Mobile, Alabama. I want you to think about how far that is, man. And hopefully Tank will think about how far that is and say, you know what? I think I'm gonna change my mind and go back to the University of Alabama. That's a long way away, buddy. That's 40 hours, 2,600 miles is a long way from Mobile, Alabama to the way west coast. You know what I'm saying? So my final thoughts, man, is you win some, you lose some, man. We still the University of Alabama. You know what I'm saying? And Oregon will never be University of Alabama. No disrespect to Dan Lanning and what they doing, but Alabama is Alabama, man. That's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And we will continue to be University of Alabama. I think this season we'll remind everybody who we are, who University of Alabama is, was, and still is. Big shout out to Tank. I'll always be a fan of his. Much love to his family, his coaches, everybody around him. Go do your thing at Oregon, man. But it's still roll tide with me. And you win some, we'll win more than we lose. Just know that.
Coach Carl, final thoughts.
And those facts, Coach Sean, man. I am a little disappointed, right? You can probably hear it
Fact.
in my voice. I could probably hear it in my voice. I am a little disappointed because I know the type of player the Tank is, and the type of things that he could have done with us at the University of Alabama. He could have solidified one whole side of the field
Fact.
from the way that he plays football. But it's still exciting to see him go play against Ohio States, the Michigans of the world. He get a chance to get his shine on against the Penn States. It ain't but 3-4 horse race out there with Oregon
It's
and
facts.
those three schools. So he get a chance to get his shine on most of the lesser opponents up there, and then he get a chance to prove what he's really about against those three top tiers out there. So I'm kind of happy for him, man. Even with Phil Knight doing what he has to do, like you said, man, that's a long ride.
It's a long
That's
ride.
a lot of money for your parents to have to pay for you to fly back and forth, for them to fly back and forth every Saturday that you have a home game.
It's
And then
facts.
to mention that Sunday gonna want to fly to their road games out in on the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast over there, man. So be a night. You got your kid. Now you got to bring out their wallet and get those flights scheduled, man, because mom is going to be there every Saturday. So you
Facts.
got to get those first class tickets scheduled, or you're gonna have to send that private jet to Mobile every single week to put mom on that plane to get mom to go see her baby. So you got what you wanted, Phil. Now you gotta take care of mom in the same instant. So man, good luck, Tank. Good luck to mom and dad, sisters down there. Everybody, y'all, man, y'all done it. He made it to where you're gonna be. Now he get a chance to sit back now and just focus on football. Go out there and have a great high school season, man, to end your career on a very, very positive note. I hope you get about 30 sacks, man, about 25, 30 sacks, about 35 tackles for loss, man. Go out there and just ball out, kid. You don't have that much pressure on your chest anymore. So now you just go out there and relax and play football and enjoy your last year of high school.
Yeah, man. With my closing thoughts, man. Just a simple fact. Shout out to everybody in his camp, man, for him with this decision. His whole recruitment was pretty much close to the vest the whole time. Like
Facts.
nobody really knew too much of anything. So man, it's just shout out to them because man, clearly you got a good circle because nothing was linking out. I barely even heard Tank speak. So when I did hear him speak, I was like, oh wow, that's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
So yeah, so man, good luck to you at Oregon, man. Hopefully, you'll flip back. But if not, man, go out there and ball, man. Secure your family future forever and get that degree, man. But
Facts.
as always, man, y'all already know, roll damn tide.
Roll
Roll
Tide.
Tide.